Hello, dear students. Welcome to Mastan Accounts Academy, where accounting becomes simple through concept-oriented process. We have completed nearly 4 to 5 problems. That is the main model for examination, that is sale of an asset. Nearly 5 problems have been completed. We'll do one more problem. Then we'll go for the next model when more than one asset is purchased. How to present the ledger account, how to prepare the depreciation account, we'll discuss in the next model. ఈ మోడల్ కి ఎందుకు అంత ఫోకస్ చేస్తున్నట్టే ఎగ్జామినేషన్ లో వచ్చే మోడల్ ఇదే కాబట్టి నియర్లీ 5 to 6 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఈ మోడల్ నుంచి డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. సో విత్ అట్మోస్ట్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ యు ఆర్ సపోజ్ టు లిజన్ మా అండ్ యూ కెన్ ఆన్సర్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ with what you can say without wasting the time. We can do it within 5 to 6 minutes. We can do the complete answer in examination point of view. So let's share the screen here. So dear students, go through the question, the illustration number 13. Illustration number 13 here. What is this illustration asking to us, ma? On 1st April 2022, Ishan Enterprise Solutions purchased a second-hand machine for 5 lakhs. So the cost of second-hand machine is 5 lakhs and spent 60,000 on its repairs and installation. So 60,000 have been incurred for repairs and installation. It is estimated that the machine has a useful life of 10 years. So the life is how many years here? 10 years. And the scrap value, what is the scrap value of the asset? The scrap value is 30,000. On 31st December 2024, the machine was sold for 3,50,000 and the books are closed on 31st March every year. So what you can say, they are following which year? Financial year. Depreciation is charging using the straight line method, prepare machinery account. So key points, 5 lakhs is the value of the asset, 60,000 for repairs. And the life is 10 years, scrap value is 30,000, and after using up to 31st December 2024, the machine was sold for how much? 3,50,000. What we can notice here? We can notice depreciation rate is not given. So whenever the rate of depreciation is not given, simply we have to calculate the same procedure that we did earlier, ma. Mana intakundu em chesam ade cheddam. What we did, ma, we have calculated the annual depreciation by applying the formula. What is the formula for annual depreciation? Annual depreciation is equals to, the formula is repeating, ma, once again, cost of asset minus scrap value. So whenever depreciation rate is not given, you have to apply this formula. Annual depreciation is cost of asset minus scrap value divided by lifetime of asset or useful time of the asset. So just to substitute the values, ma. What is the cost of an asset? 5 lakhs and 60,000. So 5 lakhs plus 60,000 is the cost of asset minus scrap value. What is the scrap value? The scrap value is 30,000 divided by lifetime of the asset. What is the lifetime of the asset? It is a 10 years. It is a 10 years. Okay. So divide by 10. That comes to 5,60,000. 5,60,000 minus 30,000 divided by 10. So that comes to 5,30,000 divided by 10. So dear students, therefore, annual depreciation is equals to, so hope you got the answer, 5,30,000 divided by 10 years, you'll get annual depreciation of 53,000 rupees. So dear students, in our example, annual depreciation is not given. So what we did, we have ascertained the rate of depreciation is not given. So we have ascertained the annual depreciation. What is the amount of the annual depreciation that to be charged means? We applied the formula and ascertained it is 53,000. Let's once again check the key points of the question. Date of purchasing is April 2022, 1st April. Asset value 5,60,000 and scrap value 30,000. On which year it is sold? On 31st December 2024. It is sold for 3.5 lakhs and they are following the financial year. So I am opening a ledger account here. So machinery account. So first of all, they purchased on 1st April 2022. So you have to Remember the question perfectly, ma. Question lo em gurtupetukovala meeru. Clearly they have given when it is purchased. So it is clearly mentioned in the question. It is purchased on 1st April 2022. This one kada. This one. On which date it is purchased by 1st April 2022. So dates much more than day. Okay, na? And important thing, calendar year or financial year means it's clearly mentioned they are following the 31st March. So repeating once again, ఇంకోసారి keep and check చేసుకుంటున్నాను. 1st April 2022 na వాళ్ళు అసెట్ కొనడం జరిగింది 5,60,000 and annual depreciation is 53,000. So first April 2022 to bank account dear students 5 lakhs plus 60,000 5,60,000 and just tell me if they are started on April 2022 means year ending 31st March 23 because started on April 2022 of the current year means ends on 31st March of the next year. So 31st March 23 by depreciation account. So sale of asset lo financial year రావడం ఇదే ప్రాబ్లం అమ్మా. సో ప్రతి ప్రాబ్లం కి ఏదో ఒక చేంజ్ మనం నోటీస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు మీరు 53,000. You can notice the changes in each and every problem. మైనర్ చేంజెస్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు మీరు. ఈ ప్రాబ్లం లో ఏం చేంజ్ అంటే ఫర్ ఫాలోయింగ్ ద ఫైనాన్షియల్ ఇయర్. ఇంతకు ముందు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లో ఆల్మోస్ట్ క్యాలెండర్ ఇయర్ ఉంటుంది. సో 5,60,000 5,60,000 and 1st April 23 to balance brought down how much you sorry first of all let me balance it ma I forget by balance carried down 5,60,000 minus 53 means you'll get 5,07,000 right and to balance brought down it is 5,07,000 and 1st April 23 means ends on 31st March 24. They have been sold on 31st December 24. So let me complete this financial year accounting year ma. By depreciation account, it's annual depreciation as usual 53,000. By depreciation account 53,000. Now balance again, dear students. 5,07,000. 31st March 24 by balance carried on 5,07,000 minus 53,000 calculate in rough work 7 minus 3 that comes to 4 that comes to 4,54,000 right 4,54,000 right next year 1,424 to balance brought down 4,54,000 right and here be careful because in this accounting year only they sold the machinery on which date on 31st December 2024. Take this point on 31st December 2024 they have been sold the machinery for 3.5 lakhs. So what we are supposed to do, we have to calculate the depreciation up to the sale of machinery. We are not following the full year. They have been sold after utilization up to December. So 1,424 to 31,12,24 అంటే 1st April లో స్టార్ట్ అయింది అకౌంటింగ్ ఇయర్ ఫుల్ ఇయర్ ఉండలేదు ఫుల్ ఇయర్ ఉంటే 31st March 25 రాస్తాంటి నేను బట్ దే హ్యావ్ బీన్ యూటిలైజ్డ్ ఫర్ 31st December 24 ఓన్లీ. సో ఇట్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ యూటిలైజ్డ్ ఫర్ హౌ మెనీ మంత్స్ డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ యూటిలైజ్డ్ from April to December, obviously 9 months, right? So by depreciation, sir 9 months ki ela cheyali sir ante simple. Okala intaku mundu ente 10 lakhs unte 10 lakhs into 10% unte 10 lakhs into 10 by 100 into 9 by 12, right? 20 lakhs into 20 lakhs, 15% into 20 lakhs into 15 by 100 into 9 by 12. Sir, అక్కడైతే ఎలా చేసాం, ఇక్కడ ఎలా చేసాం అంటే we know the annual depreciation, that is 53,000. If 53,000 is the per full year, for part of the year, how many months? 9 months. So for 9 months, calculate it. 53,000 into 9 by 12. Sir, if it is used for 4 months, is 53,000 into 4 by 12. If it is used for 6 months, answer is 53,000 into 6 by 12. So it has been utilized for 9 months. So dear student, సంవత్సరానికి 53,000 అయినప్పుడు 9 months కి ఎంత అంటే 53,000 into 9 by 12 వేసుకున్నాను. So how much will get ma? 53,000 9 by 12 calculate in rough work ma. You will get 39,750, and 31st December 24 they have been sold the asset by bank. When asset is purchased to bank, when asset is selling, right, by bank indicates sale. For how much sold? 3,50,000. 3,50,000, right? And what we are supposed to do now? Just calculate debit total and credit total, obviously. So debit is how much? Just focus on it. 4,54,000. What about the credit? 3,50,000 plus 39,750. The credit is nearly 3,89,750. Which is higher? Debit is higher, credit is lower. So I'm taking the biggest value on both sides. 4,54,000, 4,54,000, 4,54,000, 4,54,000. Calculate in a rough work. 4,54,000 minus 3,50,000 minus 39,750. That comes to 54,000 here. And from there, you get nearly 10,250. 54,000 plus 10,250. So calculate it, calculate in the rough work. That is by profit and loss account. Same day, dear student. By profit and loss account, it's a loss. How much loss means? Just ascertain. Inka 54 మొత్తం మిగిలిపోతుంది. 10,250 అంటే 64,250. So our answer is 64,250. That's it. This is the end of the answer without working out. Okay, na? So to bank 5,60,000 is there. That's the asset value 5,60,000. And in the rate of depreciation is not given. So we have calculated the annual depreciation by applying the formula. 53,000 full year utilized here. Here also full year utilized na. In the 1st April 2024 ends on 31/3/25, but they sold on 31st December 24. So I have cut it here, ma. And what I did, ma, just I stopped here. I have calculated the depreciation only for the utilized period. How many months utilized here? 9 months utilized. So 53,000 is the annual depreciation into 9 by 12. Sir, ఈ calculation first time వచ్చింది మనకి. ఇంతకుముందు ఎలా ఉండేది? మన అసెట్ 5,60,000 కాబట్టి 9 months వాడినా అంటే ఏం చేస్తాను? 5,60,000 into 10% into 10 by 100 into 9 by 12 అట్లా ఇస్తాను. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఫస్ట్ టైం మనకి యాన్యువల్ డిప్రిసియేషన్, బట్ యూటిలైజ్ ఫర్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇయర్. సో యాన్యువల్ డిప్రిసియేషన్ ఇంటూ ఎన్ని మంత్స్ వాడంటే అన్ని మంత్స్. 3 months వాడితే 3 by 12, 4 months వాడితే 4 by 12, 5 months వాడితే 5 by 12. హియర్ 9 months కాబట్టి 9 by 12 చేస్తాం. సో ఎనీహౌ these students, after completing this answer, will do the working note also. So for every problem I'm practicing the working note now. So as usual, value of machinery, it's a small thing, ma. Value working out చేయడం చాలా simple. 1 to 2 minutes అయిపోతుంది. Value of machinery as on 1st April 2022, it is 5,60,000, dear student, less depreciation, up to date. సో డిప్రిసియేషన్ ఎలా ఉందని మన లెడ్జర్ అకౌంట్ క్రెడిట్ సైడ్ చూస్తామండి. 31/3/23 full year depreciation, that is 53,000. You can check it. Second year also full year utilized 31/3/24, that is 53,000. In third year, middle of the year we have sold, that is 31/12/24, 9 months, that is comes to 39,750. Just make the total 53, 1,06,000, 1,06,000 plus 39,750. Would look 45,750, I think so. 9,312. Calculate it, ma. So 1,45,750. This 750, 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 3, 15. And 4.9, 9 by 14. So you'll get 1,45,750. So deduct it, ma. 5,60,000 minus 1,45,750 deducted. How much will get? 250. That comes to total 4,14,250. This is our book value. This is our book value of an asset. Less sold value. For how much it is sold? As we know that it is sold for 3,50,000. 3,50,000 means this 50,000, you have 14,250 extra. So total comes to 64,250, and this is loss on sale of asset. Loss on sale of asset. So dear students, without working note also, we did the we calculated the loss in ledger account itself. So ఇక్కడ చూసిన లాస్ ఎంత వచ్చింది మనకి? We got the loss of 64,250. Even if we refer the ledger account without working note, I did the ledger. In ledger also we got a loss of same 64,250. So dear students, hope you understand this model ma. ఈ model మీద బాగా focus చేయండి. It doesn't mean that compulsory this model is given, but 90% chances are there they will give 4 or 5 marks this model only ma. But examination point of view you have completed ma. But సబ్జెక్ట్ అనేది చాలా పెద్దది కాబట్టి అకౌంటెన్సీలో నేను మిగతా ఏదైతే సిలబస్ లో ఉందో ఆ సిలబస్ ని మిస్ చేయను. ఐ విల్ డూ ఎంటైర్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, ఎంటైర్ మోడల్స్, ఈవెన్ డెప్త్ మోడల్స్ ఆల్సో ma. So in next video we are going to discuss the model 4 when more than one asset is purchased. So far we are discussing 3 models. What we can notice ma? Only one machinery purchase, either retained or sold, only one machinery is purchased. Now from the 14th illustration we are going to discuss when more than one asset is purchased. We'll do the problems on this ma. After that we'll go for one more model when 2 or more assets purchased and one asset is sold. This is subject point of ma. ఈ మోడల్స్ ఎందుకు కవర్ చేస్తున్నానంటే ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్ సిలబస్ లో ఉంది కాబట్టి కవర్ చేస్తున్నాను. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ కొన్ని డెప్త్ పాయింట్స్ యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాను బికాస్ ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ వెరీ యూస్ఫుల్ ఫర్ యువర్ సిఏ ఫౌండేషన్, బీకామ్, బీబీఏ క్లాసెస్ కి చాలా చాలా యూస్ఫుల్ అవుతుంది. సో ఇన్ అవర్ నెక్స్ట్ వీడియో విల్ డిస్కస్ ద మోడల్ 4 when more than one asset is purchased. That's it for today. Thank you to all. Have a good day to all of you dear students.